more playoff action for the Toronto Blue Jays as they have advanced to their 4th consecutive ALCS, looking to make their 2nd World Series in 3 years, and it's against the team that they beat in year 1 of this franchise, the Cleveland Indians, as well as faced in real life in 2016, which would also be the first year of this franchise. And this one is going to start out at Progressive Field, as the Indians were a 100-win team this year, and Toronto cannot crack that mark for the first time in this series. But things are going to be started out early here with Youngairis Solarte hitting that one into the outfield, and that is going to put a runner on first base, going to bring up Devin Mesoraco, and that's a wild pitch. It's going to bring over the runner to second base, and so getting a smart base running play right there on a bad pitch. And Mesoraco is actually going to add to this one. He's going to lift this one out to right field, just a single, and that is not going to bring the runner home, but it is going to advance him over to third. And now Justin Smoke, 2-1 count, no outs, still hits that one high and deep. It's not quite going to be a home run, but it does hit off the side of the wall. Can't quite bring Mesoraco home, just a little bit too slow, but it is going to put runners on second and third for Troy Tulowitzki. Having a rough playoff so far, but he's going to deliver right there. Another high one right over the head of the right fielder. Going to bring a runner home, not two though, and the Toronto Blue Jays are out to a 2-0 lead so far. And that is going to bring up Josh Donaldson now, and he is going to draw a walk. So the bases are loaded. Corey Kluber not having the greatest go of things so far in this game. Dalton Pompey, 3-2 count, 2 outs, and he is going to take that walk right there. And so the Blue Jays have exploded here in the second inning, getting 3 runs to go across so far. Jose Bautista up to bat, 3-1 count for him, and that's just going to be a chopper grounded out to the catcher. Going to throw over to first, and that is going to be a good throw. And so now the Blue Jays are going to be at bat once again, top of the 3rd inning, and it's Youngairis Solarte, the man who got things started back in the 2nd inning. High and deep for him, and it's going to be off the wall once again. That high wall really killing the Blue Jays tonight. I remember last year in our Indians franchise, we had a lot of fun hitting up that wall out there when we finally got right-handed hitting in the 2nd season, but that is going to put a runner on second now. And then out to the corners, a mishandled ball in center field, but the Blue Jays did not take notice in time, and they're not going to be able to bring home the run because of it. Kevin Pillar, 1-2 count, and that's a wild pitch, and Youngairis Solarte is going to score. Once again, another wild pitch for Corey Kluber, and it benefits the same man once again, and that is going to make this a 4-0 game. And now Josh Donaldson ripping one out into left center field. That is going to be a double. Not really much of a contest there. He's going to get in standing up, and so the Blue Jays are threatening once again. Cleveland just not able to stop them, and they're not able to get nothing going themselves. So now 2-1 count, no outs for Dalton Pompey. Is going to ground out, but Donaldson will make it over to third on that play. And then Jose Bautista comes up to bat, 1-2 count, and that is going to be a grounder, but it does the job. Actually, it's bobbled too. It does the job that it is intended to, and it brings Josh Donaldson home. Now we're going to go to some Indians batting. Bottom of the 4th. This is going to be Carlos Santana up to bat, 1-2 count, 2 outs. That one is lifted. That one's out, right center, and gone. The first Indians run of this series is going to have to be a home run off the bat of Carlos Santana, and you can't say that he isn't doing his fair share despite a mediocre showing of the team overall. He is chipping in right there, home run, and then Jung Ho Kang comes up in the bottom of the 5th inning with no outs and says, I want to do that too, and he is going to lift this one over the fence in left field, a home run. And so the Indians have cut the lead to 3 on a pair of 2 solo home runs. Really the only way that they've been able to get to Sonny Gray this evening, as he did not allow any runs on the hits that weren't home runs. He only allowed 6 total base runners, including that 2 home runs right there. So Devin Mesoraco trying to get some insurance runs here. 5-2 game later on. It is not a secure lead at all. 3 runs you've seen can be taken apart pretty quickly. So Devin Mesoraco gets on. Kevin Pillar is going to ground out, but a bad throw to second, meaning a bad throw to first from second, meaning not a quick enough throw, means that Pillar is going to be able to stay on, and that's bad because Troy Tulowitzki is going to extend this inning as he hits that one out into right field right there. And then Cesar Hernandez is going to hit it right up the middle, and you have no doubt in your mind Kevin Pillar is coming home on that one, and there is not even going to be a throw to home. So the Blue Jays take a 6-2 lead as Josh Donaldson is going to come up to bat, and he lifts this one out into right field, and it's just short of being a home run, and it was almost a diving grab to rob the run on that play but runners on the corners now, as that does bring another home. We would not be able to capitalize on that. It's 7-2, and with it not being a safe situation, we're going to send Ryan Cook out to the mound, and he gets the job done, and that is going to end this game. Game 1 is taken by the Blue Jays by a score of 7-2, and they open themselves a 1-0 lead in this series, and this is the same way that this series started out 2 years ago. Blue Jays got out to an early lead. Of course, they were at home, but still, winning that first game builds a lot of confidence. And this is a team that's only lost once this playoff so far. So getting an advantage like this where you have a chance to potentially play 3 straight games at home and be in an advantage, or either a situation where you can win at the end of those 3 games, is an advantage to have. So taking this first game was definitely something that will benefit the Blue Jays, even if they end up losing in game 2. So that's going to do it for this episode of the Blue Jays franchise. Stay tuned for next episode, where we will be wrapping up the ALCS and seeing who will be representing the American League in the 2018 World Series. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.